Proved to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Rams 3, Chiefs 0. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Murray. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Murray's throw taken in by Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Scotty Miller. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Chiefs 7, Rams 6. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they? What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board. Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking sideline and finding Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. 23-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Chiefs make over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. This is Miller. Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown LA.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 41, Murray.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Matt Hawk now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Jay Tufele
showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Breaks a tackle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a first and goal at the 1.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Murray going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
The score, Chiefs 21, Rams 16. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
61.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Working with a 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Rams. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
The play of scoring here of late when our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered.
Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on second down, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Wilson's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. To throw is Murray.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Running right on the option is Murray.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw it, Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Kansas City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for L.A., the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.